India, and you had a few players out of that. You've now got probably what you'd say your full strength side back together. How are you guys feeling coming here?
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, as you said, we had a pretty good series against India. There was test matches and one days. So coming in here, the guys seem in good form, and pretty excited to be here. It's not often that we get to play in Australia, one day cricket. So the boys are pretty excited to be here, and playing on such an iconic ground such as this one. It's all exciting.
It's still 3 years till the next 50 over World Cup. How much is this format about always looking ahead and always just then also trying to win the here and now and let other things sort themselves out?
Yeah, you're always looking ahead to those sorts of things because they obviously big tournaments, and you're looking to build towards those and win them. So you're always preparing for the future, and to be able to win every game that you play is obviously the ultimate goal. But you're also ironing little kinks and things out like that as well, and trying different players here and there as well to see what's going to work best. 3 years down the track.
As an opening bat against an attacker, combination of Stark, Cummins, Hazelwood, a couple of the Richardsons in there. What sort of challenge does that pose to you as an opening bat, and is that the sort of thing you relish to test yourself against possibly one of the best attacks in the world, along with New Zealand?
Yeah, obviously you want to be able to succeed against the best bowlers in the world, and when they're on their day, they probably are the best bowling attack in the world, and they offer different things. Obviously, they're all reasonably big guys and get some good bounce and good shape on the ball and things like that. So we just got to go out there and do what we do well, and we'll be right.
That was my question. Personally, you've got some good memories playing at the SCT. Can you talk us through some of the memories of that century?
Yeah, 3.5 years ago now, isn't it? So it's a while ago. A lot of water under the bridge since then. But obviously, pretty stoked to have played the way I did that night. But pretty gutted not to be able to see it through as well. Something I would have loved to have done is seen us through to the end. But obviously not to be on the night.
Now, in terms of rivalries, Australia and England are always a big one for them. But what about you against New Zealand against Australia? Where does that sort of sit in terms of the rivalries?
I think it doesn't matter what sport it is. I think the New Zealand-Australia rivalry is, always pretty fierce out in the battle. I mean, you're looking, Bledisloe Cup and rugby, and you got the, Silver Ferns against, the netball and things like that. It's, it doesn't matter what code it is. There's always that rivalry there, and both teams always get up for the fight and want to be part of, a series win.
How do you think one-day cricket might change in the next couple of years? England go with that all-out attacking style. Australia seem to like to conserve wickets and go to the back end. Can you see one-day cricket radically changing in any way for the next World Cup?
Well, I think the game's always changing. There's always new tactics coming through and evolving and things like that. So who knows what could come in the next years? It could be just going hard for 50 overs, and 400 might be gettable more often. But I guess we're going to have to wait and see. At the moment, scoring 300, 350 is the norm, and sometimes it gets chased as well. So it's becoming fairly batsman friendly at the moment, which is quite nice, eh?
Does 50 over cricket in Australia require some subtle differences, particularly from maybe coming from New Zealand, where the grounds probably allow you to keep trying to go for 4s and 6s, quite often the size of them? Does it require a bit more of a change of mindset over here, work the field a bit, play with the size of the venues that you have?
You just answered your own question there, right? Trying to manipulate the field and get the ball into gaps and things like that, and running hard is pretty key over here. And if you get it well enough, it's going to race away for 4. Fairly quick outfields and things. So it's all a matter of getting in, building partnerships, and if you can take those partnerships deep, it'll be a good day out for your team.
And Kyle's had a tremendous start over the last few weeks to his international career. What's he like to face up to in the nets?
Oh, not very nice when he gets it right. You bowl a heavy ball when everything clicks together, and obviously that extra bounce is something else to deal with. So he's had a great start to his career, and hopefully he can carry that on. And not only with his bowling, but his batting as well. He's had some good cameos for us in one day at Eden Park, and obviously in Test cricket as well.
Trent and Lockie had to miss parts of the Test series out here for injuries. Have you had any sense from them that they're extra eager to come back and have another go at the Australians now?
I think any time that they pull the fern on, they're pretty eager to do well for the team. Doesn't matter who it's against. Coming over here, New Zealand-Aussie rivalry, it's always an extra incentive to do well. So I know they're fizzing to be here and wanting to do well.
In this class, on your own form, how do you think you're getting them at the moment?
Steady away, yeah. Did okay against India at the back end of that series there. A couple of 50s under the belt, and then scored some okay runs for Auckland in a couple of 4-days. So yeah, obviously it's a different kettle of fish coming across here and playing one-day cricket. So I just got to prepare well in the next couple of days, and hopefully go out and score some runs on Friday and Sunday.